What is up, everybody? So, nice little trade right here. Justin Faulk and a 5th-round pick going to the St. Louis Blues. Also an extension for Justin Faulk, 7 years times $6.5 million. The St. Louis Blues are setting Joel Edmondson, 7th-round pick, and Dominic Bach. So, quickly, just going to gloss over this. I tell you right now, I think I think the Blues won this freaking trade. They win the Stanley Cup, and then they just snag a beauty defenseman in Justin Faulk, who fit in perfectly on that right side. I should go to capfriendly.com before I go on Elite Prospects. We're going to literally go over every single player involved in the deal, all 3 of them. I say every single one of them, like there's a lot of guys involved. There's 3 guys. 3 guys. Now, this is the 2nd year in a row the St. Louis Blues made a... traded one of their better prospects. Last year was Tage Thompson in the Ryan O'Reilly deal, and now they're sending Dominic Bach over to the Hurricanes and Joel Edmondson. I like Joel Edmondson. I like him a lot. So I think he'll be a good addition for the Hurricanes, just because they have so many defensemen. Honestly, I feel like Justin Faulk was getting phased out anyways. Edmondson might fit in as their 7th guy. He might be their 6th guy. Who knows? He's a left shot. Okay. But first and foremost, let's take a look at cap-friendly teams. St. Louis, look at this, dude. Pietrangelo, Parayko, Faulk. That is their right side. And then they have Bouwmeester, Gunnarsson, Bortuzzo, Dunn. Pouliot's probably going to get sent down. Wow. Wow, that's a solid decor. Sorry. I just got a little bit of text right there. Yeah, it's a pretty solid decor. And my favorite part about all of this is that the Blues could literally afford it. Like, next year, when the season's said and done with, even with Justin Faulk on the books at $6.5 million, they're going to have almost $16 million. They're going to have basically $16 million, $15.9 million in cap space if the cap does not rise at all. That's pretty freaking good. You know, like that's not a bad deal. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I mean, right now, I think the Blues are to the nose with cap. Yeah, they have 14 forwards. They actually have to cut someone in the roster. But, I mean, right now, looking across the entire NHL, first of all, the Central Division is loaded. I would not want to play against a team in that division. But I think the St. Louis Blues right now are making a hell of a case that they're going to win back-to-back cups. I mean, who did they lose? Really, who did they lose from last year? I don't recall them losing anybody big. Patrick Maroon. Yeah, okay, yeah, they lost Patrick Maroon. It'll be okay. I like Maroon. I thought he played a vital role in terms of presence in the locker room and the story. I mean, the St. Louis guy goes back home, takes a hell of a discount to go there and wins the cup. Man, that's freaking awesome. But I think they'll take Faulk over Maroon. Like, I think they'll be all right. I think the Blues right now, they're my favorite to win the Central. Absolutely. Hands down, they're my favorite to win the Central. All right, let's go over the players in this trade. Let's first just look at Justin Faulk and what he's done. So Elite Prospect has him at 6 foot 216, 27 years old, and he's got 8 years left. There's 1 year, 4.833 repeating, and then the 7 years after that is the 6.5 that he just signed with the Blues. Former 2nd-round pick, 37th overall by the Hurricanes in 2010. Faulk is an offensive defenseman and very skilled with the puck on his stick. Owns a great shot and passing ability. Plays a smart game, but could improve defensively. A tremendous skater. No name. Okay. I get that. Why is there an ad like right across the screen where the stats are? So, Faulk's progression in the NHL is first year in the league. He had, this is 2011-2012, 22 points in 68 games. He had 15 and 38. 32 and 76, 49 82, 37 64, 37 75, 31 76, and this past season he had 11 goals and 35 points in 82 games. 47 PIMs, 8 points in 15 playoff games. You know, Faulk is just at an offensive defenseman. I think he's getting close to being more of a two-way defenseman. But I think he fits in perfect with the St. Louis Blues. I mean, not that they really needed any more offensive help, but why the hell not add a top 4 right-handed D when you're already... they're going to be chilling. I love this trade for the Blues. I really do. And they didn't really lose much. I mean, Dominic Bach's good. Don't get me wrong, but the Blues are loaded with forward prospects. They don't need Dominic Bach. And their forward core is young as it is, so I don't think they're losing sleep over this trade in losing Bach. Yeah, are you gonna keep chewing it? Coca, don't be chewing on your nails, girl. My dog just looked at me like, screw you. Good trade. I like that. Now looking at, let's look at Edmonton before we look at Bach. Edmonton's a second-round pick, 46 overall by the Blues in 2011, 26 years old. 6'4", 216, a big boy left shot. Looks like he'll be entering his 5th year in the NHL. His best year is 7 goals, 10 assists for 17 points in 69 nice games. Last year he had 11 points in 64 games. 2 of them were Geno's. I mean, I think the Hurricanes already have a pretty Really? I think that the Hurricanes have a pretty filled out defense as it is. I mean, you got Hamilton, Slavin, Gardner, Pesce. Yeah, he'd fit in Edmondson and then TVR. Or if they want to play Hayden Fleury, Jake Bean could make the team. Yeah, so I think the Hurricanes get worse in this trade. Like, they downgrade a little bit, but they're such a good young team anyways, and they were probably going to end up realistically losing Faulk to free agency next year. They got value at it, and they got Dominic Bach. And Dominic Bach, let's take a quick look at him. Not really much to dive into for Joel Edmondson. But Dominic Bach, 19 years old, will be 20 on February 3rd of this year. 6'2", $181 from Germany. According to Draft in Europe. A highly talented winger with one-on-one ability, quick hands, and creative passing. Can challenge goalies with his shot, too. I agree with all of that. So he will be in the SHL again this year. Last year in the SHL, he had 23 points in 47 games with the Vax Joe Lakers. HC means hockey club. I'm smart. In 2016-2017, in the DEL lower league, the DNL, he had 71 points in 41 games. Not a big deal. I know, I'm a Chicklets fan. In the Super Elite, in 2017-2018, he had 41 points in 35 games. Only played 1 game in the Super Elite last year. He had a goal, and I'm like, get this kid out of here. Put him in the league. Put him in the SHL. In the SHL playoffs, he had 3 points in 6 games. That's pretty good for an 18, 19-year-old. I respect it. And U20 International Juniors, he had 14 points in 12 games. In Germany, U20, he wore an A in the World Junior 20 D1 Advanced Championships. He had 8 points in 5 games, 1 goal, 7 helpers. And on the international level, for Germany, 6 assists in 6 games. Pretty darn good. He's played 4 games in the SHL so far this year with Rogel. And he has no points. He has 2 PIMs and is a +2. Probably won't see Bach in the NHL for a year or 2. Unless he absolutely lights up the SHL or has a contract. Well, it might be a contract. Well, it says he's on loan. He actually has a contract in place. So maybe we'll see him in the NHL next year, but probably not this year unless Rogel sees and they don't make the playoffs end early and the Hurricanes want to bring him over. He has a monster year and he's ready to go. Why the hell not? But otherwise, probably won't be in the NHL this year. More likely next year. But my overall take on the trade is this. I think the Hurricanes are getting more young forwards going forward, but I think the winner of this trade is the St. Louis Blues because they're going to have Faulk for 8 years. You're getting 8 years of Justin Faulk for, let's call him a B prospect, a 6th, 7th defenseman, and a 5th round pick. And I'm sorry, they're getting a 7th round pick. They sent over, or did they receive a 5th? I don't know. Either way, a mid round pick. They're going to be okay. I like this trade for both sides. I like it more so for the Blues. That's my take. Comment down below what you guys think. And yeah, Hurricanes and Blues fans, I want to see what you guys have to say. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.